Good evening. This is 7 o'clock English news from the Sultan of Oman television. Firstly, headlines. The Royal Navy of Oman celebrates its annual day, which falls on 3rd November every year. A new batch of Omani cadres graduated from National AIMS program to work in private sector. And the Governorate of Musandam is to inaugurate the oil and gas treatment and electricity plants. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency President Juan Carlos Varela of Panama on his country's National Day. His Majesty Sultan has also sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency President Charles Angelo Sovereign of the Commonwealth of Dominica on his country's independence anniversary. The Royal Navy of Oman RNO celebrated its annual day at the parade ground in Saeed bin Sultan Naval Base. The RNO annual day falls on 3rd of November every year. The ceremony was held under the patronage of His Excellency Lieutenant General Hassan bin Mohsen Ashraqi, Inspector General of Police and Customs. The ceremony included pinning long services and good conduct medals on RNO personnel, in addition to several activities. The annual day is the anniversary of handing over the maritime panel to the Royal Navy of Oman by His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces. "460 Omani youth graduated from the National AIMS program, which is adopted by Petroleum Development of Oman PDO in partnership with public and private institutions. The graduation ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Dr. Yahya bin Mahfouz al-Mandri, Chairman of the State Council. The program included various specializations such as working in vehicle maintenance, pipes installation, steel structures and welding. The program provided 10,000 job opportunities for citizens this year. The Governorate of Musandam witnesses the inauguration of the two vital projects for Oman Oil Company in line with the Sultan's celebrations of the 47th National Day. The first project is Musandam Oil and Gas Treatment Plant, which cost 385 million Omani Riyals, comprising the setup of marine transport pipelines, platforms and storing oil and gas, and platforms for exporting after processing. The production capacity of this project will be 20,000 barrels of oil per day, 45 million cubic feet of gas, 80 tons of liquefied petroleum gas, in addition to producing 50 tons daily of sulfur, with a reserve available to increase future production capacity. The plant also includes associated industrial projects such as gas production for home use. The second project is Musandam Electricity Plant, which cost 94,000 million Omani Riyals to fulfill needs with the Governorate of electricity power and to support setting up sustainable projects at the Governorate. The production capacity of this plant is 120 megawatts and works by using dual fuel generators for electric power generation. The Sultan strongly condemned the terrorist rampage attack that happened at Manhattan District in the city of New York, resulted in the killing of 8 people and injuring 12 others. In a statement issued by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Sultan stressed his solidarity with the United States of America to face such terrorist acts that aim to destabilize security and contradict with all legal and human values. The Sultan expressed its sincere condolences and sympathy to the victims' families and wishing the injured a speedy recovery. After the completion of theoretical and practical training courses in higher judiciary institutes, 16 members from the public prosecution took the oath. The 9th batch of members took the oath before His Excellency, the public prosecutor. The work in the public prosecutor is based on qualifying judicial and administrative cadres and employing modern technologies in investigation. Still to come on News Bulletin. Scientists discover a hidden chamber in Egypt's Great Pyramid for the first time. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. The first of its kind symposium on pain assessment and management was held today in the Wilaya of Iski in the Governorate of Dakhliya. Our reporter Saleh bin Khalfan al-Rahbi has more details on the following reports.
The Directorate of Nursing in the Dakhliya Governorate organized the first National Pain Assessment and Management Symposium. Around 120 participants from different multidisciplinary team members from all over the Sultanate attended the event to discuss key issues related to this important topic.
As you know, pain is one of the commonest symptoms presented in the health centers, in the hospitals. So assessing pain is very important to decide what type of medication to give, what types of intervention. So proper assessment will guide us to proper management.
The theme of the symposium was Healthcare Revolution on Quality and Effective Pain Assessment and Management. The event aimed at orienting the participants on the new updates in pain assessment and management.
The pain management for patients is one of the essentials and one of the rules and responsibilities that we should adhere to it. Thus, after the situational analysis that was conducted in 2016, they plan to conduct this symposium to collect all the healthcare members from all the governorates to present the updates on the pain management and the assessment.
The presentations and discussion panels of the symposium focused on topics such as situational analysis of pain assessment and management, chronic pain management, and nurse role in pain management.
The role of nurses in pain management is to assess pain and deliver effective pain management to those suffering of pain, preventing undertreatment, overtreatment, or inappropriate pain management.
On the sideline of the symposium, there was a display of the winning posters in the contest of pain assessment and management poster making, which was conducted in all health institutions in Ad-Dakhliya Governorate. Pain remains one of the most common problems in different healthcare settings. Healthcare providers strive to produce a quality outcome of pain management in order to achieve satisfaction among patients. For the Sultanate of Oman Television English News, Saleh bin Khalfan al-Rahbi, Ad-Dakhliya Governorate.
Achievements and challenges in the program of protecting school students from falling in narcotics dangers topped the second meeting of the National Commission for Narcotic and Psychotropic Substances. The meeting also discussed the special program of subsequent care for addiction patients, in addition to implementation articles of the National Strategy for Combating Narcotic and Psychotropic Substances which was approved by the Council of Ministers, in addition to updates in services of treatment and rehabilitation projects provided for patients. The meeting was chaired by His Excellency Dr. Ahmed bin Mohammed Al-Saidi, Minister of Health and Chairman of the National Commission for Narcotic and Psychotropic Substances. The Minister of Health discovered yesterday a new case of coronavirus, which is known as Middle East Respiratory Syndrome. The affected patient was 20 years old, whose health is now in a stable condition and is being treated in one of the hospitals in the Sultanate. The ministry stresses that it continues its efforts to monitor and combat the disease through active epidemic monitoring and affirming that all referral hospitals are ready to deal with such cases. Professor Salma bint Mohammed Al-Kindi, Dean of the College of Sciences and teacher at the chemistry section at Sultan Qaboos University, obtained the award of Life Achievements in Chemistry from Venus International Organization in India in appreciation for her researches and contributions in the field of chemistry since her graduation from the American University in Cairo in 1982. The award will be handed over to her during the 3rd annual research meeting for the organizations due to be held in this month in Chennai city in India. Professor Salma is considered the first Omani citizen holding a doctorate degree in joining the chemistry department in Sultan Qaboos University. She is also the first woman who obtained the degree of proficiency at SQU and is a member in many international organizations. Omani women who are employees at Sultan Qaboos University have taken part at international conferences, workshops and seminars inside and outside the Sultanate. That was stated by Her Highness Dr. Muna bint Fahad bin Mahmoud Al Said, Assistant Vice Chancellor of Sultan Qaboos University for International Liaison during the ceremony held by SQU to mark Omani Women Day. Her Highness also stressed that the Omani women have proved their capability to perform their job efficiently and professionally in various health fields at the university, indicating that 7 Omani female staff hold the degree of proficiency and 163 others hold the degree of doctorate and fellowship. Road accidents in the Sultanate have noticeably decreased by 21% till the end of September this year compared to the same period last year. According to statistics issued by the National Center for Statistics and Information, the death cases resulting from traffic accidents have also dropped at the same period, recording 466 death cases. The drop in the number of accidents and deaths reflect the level of awareness efforts on traffic culture in the community. Salalah College of Applied Sciences celebrated at Al Muruj Theatre in the graduation of 119 bachelor and diploma students in the field of business administration, mass communication and international technology. Dr. Ahmed bin Abdurrahman Balkhair, Dean of the college, delivered a speech in which he referred to the efforts and keenness of the Ministry of Higher Education to find the appropriate educational environment for students through providing modern and varied teaching resources and developing the practical aspect of the students, pointing to the role of the ministry in focusing on research development, knowledge, economics and quality outcome education. The graduates expressed their happiness for graduation after hard work and efforts they exerted during the years of study, as well as stressed on the ambitions to join the labor market and serve their country. كيف كاميرا 2 And now for some international news. Thousands of Palestinians took to the streets in the protest Today, marking a century since the Balfour Declaration, Britain's promise to Zionists to create a Jewish home in what is now Israel. In Ramallah, West Bank, some 3,000 protesters marched from the city center to the British consulate. Smaller demonstrations took place in East Jerusalem and in Gaza City. The demonstrators in Jerusalem said she was protesting because 100 years ago, then British Foreign Secretary Lord Arthur Balfour promised a home to the Zionists while forgetting that there is a Palestinian population in their land. In 1917, declarations served as the basis for the British Mandate of Palestine, which was approved in 1920 by the League of Nations. The following decades saw a spike in the number of Jews moving to the region as Zionist state institutions took root, with what came increased friction with the Arab population. Meanwhile, the leaders of Britain and Israel that met in London today to commemorate the centenary of the Balfour Declaration, which paved the way for creation of Israel. The meeting between British Prime Minister Theresa May and Israel's Benjamin Netanyahu will be followed by a dinner hosted by descendants of Arthur Balfour, the British Foreign Minister who penned the statement, and the recipient of the declarations, the Jewish community leader Walter Rothschild. Some Arab lawmakers in the Israeli parliament said they would boycott the celebrations, and protests are planned across several days in London by organizations pledging solidarity with the Palestinians. The Secretary General of NATO warned today that war on the Korean Peninsula will be catastrophic and extremely dangerous for those in the region and around the world. Jens Stoltenberg made the remark at the Seoul briefing on the outcome of his visit to South Korea. Stoltenberg said that focus for the international community is on how it can put pressure on Pyongyang to bring it into constructive talks. A blind runner said he is both excited and nervous to be running the New York Marathon on his own without assistance. Simon Watchcraft will use a phone app called Wayband to help him complete the marathon course, which uses new technology he helped to create. The app uses GPS to emit small vibrations to guide him left or right and help him to avoid obstacles and other competitors throughout the race. Whitcroft has a degenerative eye disease and was registered as blind at the age of 17. Whitcroft said he hopes the app technology can help other blind and partially sighted people to achieve their goals. Scientists have found a hidden chamber in Egypt's Great Pyramid of Gaza, the first such discovery in a structure since 19th century and one likely to spark a new surge of interest in the pharaohs. An international team said the 330-meter void deep within the pyramid is situated above the structure's grand gallery and has a similar cross-sections. The purpose or function of the chamber is unclear, and it's not yet known whether it was built deliberately. The scientists made discovery using cosmic ray imaging, recording the behavior of the subatomic particles called muons that penetrate the rock, similar to X-rays, only much deeper. The pyramid is also known as Khufu's Pyramid for its builder, a 4th dynasty pharaoh who reigned from 2509 to 2483 BC. Now for the general focus around the Sultanate. Clear skies will prevail over the Sultanate with chances of low clouds and fog late at night and early morning of the governorates of Sharqiya and Wusta and coastal areas of the Sea of Oman. Winds will be southerly to southeasterly light to moderate and seas will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1 meter. This is the Sultan of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The Royal Navy of Oman celebrates its annual day, which falls on 3rd of November every year. A new batch of Omani cadres graduated from National AIMS program to work in private sector. And the government of Musandam is to inaugurate the oil and gas treatment and electricity plants. And with that, come to the end of tonight's news bulletin from all of us here in the newsroom and the studios. Have a good weekend. Good night.